Hey guys, welcome back to my page. If you're new here, my name is Dineo D, and if you're a returning subscriber, I'm so sorry guys, I left you guys on red, but in this video I am gonna be doing a whole towel all while getting ready with me. Guys, it's literally 7:35 a.m. Okay. Bear and I are actually going to head out. So I thought today, well, not that I thought, I gave myself a deadline that I cannot pass today without recording a video, and I also have a deadline as to when this video needs to go up. So the only time I'm going to be able to record this video is right now, and I'm already doing a lot of talking. Anyway, so in this video today, naturally, I am going to be doing a review. I've been seeing a lot of people using the Quick Face products by Lungi and her sister Ayanda in collaboration with Mr. Price. Congratulations to them. So I am going to be going ahead and reviewing the range for you because I got the full range. And as an intro, this was long enough. So without any further ado, if you want to see how I went ahead and created this video, please continue watching.
Did you sleep well? Did you wake up feeling good?
So to start my look, I'm going to use the Quick Face Brow Defining Pencil. I'm going to use this to fill pretty much the sparse areas in my brows, and not so much to draw and fill like a brow in, because I feel like it's slightly too dark for that, for me personally. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. By the way, my face obviously prepped, primed, ready, set. So let's go. As you can see, I'm just filling in my sparse areas like this. Guys, I also cannot believe how ghetto I'm coming back. Like, look at my eyes, look at my cheeks, look at my nose, look at my nail. Like, it's a lot. I'm not even wearing earrings. There's a lot going on. So but as I said, today was my oopsie deadline date. So naturally, that is the one serious con with these really precise pencils, is that they will break sweetie. But the point isn't that you shouldn't use a lot of pressure. Use like pretty much what you need. In terms of the shade, it is pretty much like just the color before black, pretty much. So I wouldn't use it to like draw a whole full brow, but I would definitely use it to fill it in, which is pretty much the point of the Quick Face range. You know, it's all about enhancing your features and not so much creating features, which is what a Quick Face is, at least in my opinion. We're gonna get into where I've been and what's been happening right after this. So this is the Quick Face Instant Conceal and Contour palette. This is what it looks like. Very cute. In terms of this palette, for me personally, it's a miss. The texture, or not the texture, the consistency of the palette kind of just fades into nothing. Like, as you keep blending, then you know your skin starts showing, so there's little to no coverage, and as you continue blending, it kind of just disappears into nothing. However, though, I really love the shade of this contour color, and I think I'm still gonna go ahead and use it for the purposes of this video. These three shades over here came off very ashy on my skin, and after coming off ashy again, they just kind of blended into nothing. So we're not gonna play around with those with those shades. Okay, so as mentioned, I'm gonna go in with this brown shade. I really love this shade, guys. Like, it's such a perfect color. I feel like if you are desperately looking for a contour shade, nothing's working for you, maybe try this shade out. But I'm also not surprised, because of the Scarlet palette that Mr. Price did launch, that contour palette was amazing. So I was kind of disappointed with the performance of this one. Should probably like back up, because wow. Anyway, let's get into some chatting. Tell me why we had to go through it for the last, like, what, 3 years now? Since 2019? Why? 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 Why did we have to go through all of it? Why did we have to do that? Yo, guys, I'm gonna go in with this Catrice Dome brush. I'm gonna contour our face. Like so. I also really love the fact that this shade makes me look so sun-kissed. And I mean, who doesn't want to look sun-kissed in this cold autumn? So I really love it for that. Okay, so this is how we're looking. I pretty much just went with a little bit of forehead contour. We've got a nose contour, we've got a cheek contour, like just slight, not doing too much. Next I'm actually gonna go in with a foundation that was sent to me, but I'm still tasting it, so let's just put this one to the side. You guys don't have to really worry about this review. And the point of this collection is actually that you shouldn't be using like foundations and many things. It's to keep it very simple, to the point, right? But unfortunately, because the palette, which by the way it's in the shade medium, because it leaves my skin looking ashy, I'm just gonna opt in for this foundation, or try out this foundation. And then yeah, pretty much take it from there. Also gonna blend out our contour, because there's no reason to tell people that we were contouring. Nobody asked, as I was saying. So yeah guys, 2019 took quite a knock on me. I mean, after the whole pandemics, lockdown, everything taking place, long story short, what happened is I was diagnosed with anxiety, and I think the first time ever in my whole entire life I didn't feel in control of my emotions, in the sense that first of all, I couldn't breathe, right? And I thought I had contracted COVID. My mom, however, who is like a specialized, I don't know, something, doctor slash, I don't know, many things in her past life, she was just like, nah, it's just anxiety, right? So I did go for a test. The test came back negative. But understand that I had 2 previous nights where between 6 p.m, right, all the way until like 6 a.m, I'd have like all these spikes of like attacks taking place. So that obviously wasn't fun, and I genuinely had diagnosed myself with COVID. Go to the doctor the next day after I received my results, and they were negative. And the doctor, guys, this lady didn't ask for this overtime that I gave her. So she held my hand, like I had veins protruding everywhere. My neck was just extremely stiff, like stiff. My décolletage area, whatever, was like completely hollow. And what else? It was a mess. Long story short, it's a mess, okay? And then she looked at me, you know, while taking blood pressures again and everything, and she's like, are you anxious? And I just started crying, guys. I cried. And she was just like, what's going on? Guys, I really feel like our doctors had to go through things that they didn't need to during this pandemic. But anyway, so I started crying, and she was like, you know, why am I crying? What's happening? And I said to her, like, yeah, I feel like I don't want to die. You know, when you're having those prayers and you're like, yo, God, if it's my time, then, you know, release me and let it be my time. But at the same time, God is not my time. That's how we gotta talk. God is not your time. But that's how I was feeling. Literally, I was just like, I really hope this is not my time right now. But at the same time, if it is, I'll accept it. However, feeling the way I was feeling, I just wanted to be released from it, right? Fast forward from that. Okay, before we fast forward, I'm gonna go in with the Quick Face Infinite Hydration Mist, and I'm just gonna spray this all over my face. For me, so far, I love that spray. So I used it on my base skin after going ahead and prepping and priming my face. And you guys saw the glow, I hope. through the puffiness. I feel like with the hydration mist, it's giving me exactly that hydration, which is what I'm living for. So this is actually a 7-step beauty range, right? Dineo obviously has added 2 steps, technically 1, because the palette, in fact none, the palette I can't use it for the concealing of my face, and now I want to go ahead and just brighten up my eyes, and I can't use the palette because you with me. So basically what I did as foundation, and now what I'm going to use for concealer underneath my eyes and by my nose is what you're supposed to be using with the palette, but palette and eye just except for the contour, so that's why I added those steps. Okay, and because I'm doing a natural beat, I'm gonna go in with the same foundation that I used. I'm gonna go over everything like that, the concealer like that. And whether you're using a beauty sponge or whatever it is that you're using, you can just blend everything out. Because I'm doing a natural look, I'm gonna use the beauty sponge. Like that. So back to the contour shade, and I'm just again gonna go in with this contour color just to ensure this blend is blending, especially here by the cheek area. This area too. I'll place all the brushes that I've used in my description box below. So yeah guys, as I was saying, I started crying. Sis was like, what's happening? She gave me a prescription for 30 days. She diagnosed me firstly with anxiety, which was a huge knock also, even just on me, because I was like, why am I anxious? What's happening? Like, what's making me so anxious? I don't understand. And after she gave me my prescription, what was supposed to be a 30-day dosage, I pretty much completed in 10 days. And that was scary for me because I didn't realize how severe the situation was until that happened. And then my mom was like on my case, like on some, you're gonna get addicted to these things. And I'm never really addictive personality naturally, right? So I knew I wouldn't be addicted to the pills, but I needed some form of release, and I was only getting that release from the pills, and the release literally being just so that I can breathe. Not that I needed, to feel good or anything. I just wanted to breathe calmly every single time. Anyway, I went back to the hospital 10 days later, and the doctor was just like, absolutely not. So she sat me down and again, she was doing some overtime, and she was like, what's happening in your life? Like, what's going on? Why are we doing flipping 30-day prescriptions in 10 days? What's going on? Told her what's happening in my life. And then she's like, okay, cool. So then what's happening with social media? Am I on social media? I was like, yeah, she told me I need to get off. And honestly, it just made sense, because 1 minute on social media, Nele, ayebo, then you go into the next story and it's RIP to whoever, whatever the case might be. Like, it was just a mess. Then you go into TikTok, it's 5 ways to deal with your COVID symptoms, yada, yada, yada. Like, it was just a lot that we were consuming, a lot, and became overwhelming. Also noting the fact that I actually also work online in terms of working with different brands. So you're seeing that everywhere. There's no space where it's like you're not seeing it. So I switched off the world, literally. I switched off the news. I didn't know what was happening in the news. Switched off social media. I switched off everything. But you know what the biggest battle was? Coming back. So first problem being, okay, I'm just gonna go back again with my contour while I just wrap this up. So the first problem is I never realized that I need to get like my breathing right again. So I don't know if it's being shown in this video, but now when I talk, I feel like I have to gasp for air almost, right? Which is so unnatural. Or I'll feel very nervous all of a sudden. And I was like, why are you nervous? Like, what's going on? And it's not something I have control over. Like, it's not something I can be like, I don't know. Like, there's certain things that make me nervous that I know make me nervous. And there's certain things like there's nothing. Like, I'm literally talking to you guys and I'm doing what I love, which is makeup. It doesn't make me nervous. But now I'm in a situation where I'm like, what's going on? It's the weirdest feeling. Another thing is I feel like I'm up against myself, if that makes sense. Like, I need to, like I told you guys, today I had to give myself a deadline. And this was my third and final deadline. So like, first one I was like, okay, sharp. Second one, sharp. This was my third and final one. And I said to myself, if I don't want to be online, then I don't have to be online. Then cut the camera. That's the reason why it was so crucial for me to start recording this video at all of 7 a.m. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Quick Face Perfecting Loose Powder. Now, we love her. She is very mattifying, okay? This honey over here, she's very dewy. She gives you fresh skin. Love it. But this girl doesn't care. Like, she fights through that. Like, she stays mattifying. However, the only con about this powder is it does have like a slight white residue. So just pay attention to that. So I saw it the first time I used the product. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna go in with a different sponge. All right. I'm just gonna set my eyes. Also, there's no creasing, so we're good. So you see this white residue? That's what I see like by the end of the day. Look at that. It's just matte. Like, it's so beautiful. Very true to especially Lungi's makeup. It looks gorgeous. My only issue is it just has that white residue, but we'll see today whether it does that. So yeah, guys, it's the battling of coming back online for me, doing what you love again. I stopped playing netball for a while, then I came back to netball. It just becomes socially awkward, I feel too. I've become a lot more quiet in social spaces, and I mean, if you know me, I'm here for a good time. I'm still a work in progress, pretty much. Like, I'm still gaining momentum. I'm still gaining myself back and so forth. And I just want to let you guys know, guys, if you need to switch off, honey, you do not owe anybody an explanation for what's happening in here. Do you get me? Like, here, here, and here. Okay, that is you. That is all you. And if it's not in place, it doesn't matter what you do or how you're trying to show up. You'll never be able to show up as you because you're not good, if you get me. So just sort out your situation first before you start trying to, you know, find yourself in spaces or with people, or I don't know. I just like sort you out first. I think that for me was the real takeaway for 2019. And I think the reset that we got with the pandemic is what a lot of people needed, because I mean, a lot was happening just generally, but we needed a good reset and a check-in with ourselves. And for some of us, I think the check-in was so mandatory that like I was even clueless that I needed to check in with myself pretty much. So that's what happened, guys. I was just diagnosed with anxiety. There's no baby here, okay? There's no video of me pushing a car or on the beach sand or running or no, none of that. I just had mental health issues, genuine. And I'm still fighting pretty much. I think it's an endless fight, to be honest. And that's my problem with mental illness. Like, I know everybody wants to be like, you know, advocating for the positivity and, you know, enrichment of it. Fantastic. From my experience, however, I really just kind of want to get over it, because I feel like although I'm getting back into being me, I get, you know, these gentle like shrugs back into this battle, and I don't want that. Also, I know it sounds very like, to someone else who doesn't understand, I guess it may sound like, oh, but then you're not allowing yourself to heal. You are, you really are. Like, every day you're letting yourself heal, trust me. Every single day it's just a new battle, a new journey, and yeah, you learn just new things about you. The first time I saw myself during a presentation, by the way, I saw the way I was just gasping for air. And it speaks now to your confidence also. It's like you're speaking confidently, but that's not what's portraying. I don't know, like, guys, I don't know how to explain it. Because you see how I'm telling you guys for sure. Like, guys, when you put it like this, you look like this, whatever the case might be. This one is amazing, whatever. How I'm speaking in my mind and how I'm coming off in my mind, how I naturally talk in my mind, you know, that's what's being portrayed. Then you watch something or you watch a video and whatever, and you just watch yourself and you're just like, what's happening? Like, it's the most craziest thing I've ever experienced. You guys are seeing me at my, I want to say 50% upstage, because wow, it was a mess. It was quite the mess. I'm gonna add one step. So remember, the foundation and the concealer, under eye concealer, technically speaking, is what the palette gives you, right? So the only step I'm adding is a blush step, and I'm just gonna use the LA Gold Pro Concealer, High Definition Pro Concealer, I guess, orange corrector. So remember when you guys are buying everything that you saw online, I know some of you guys have these correctors and things. You don't need to go buy a whole new, you know, cream blush. You can just use the corrector that you have. And orange is such a beautiful color on black skin. So 10 out of 10, highly recommended. We looking so cute. I absolutely love it. So fast forward now, so much has actually taken place. Like, a girl has moved, you know. Yeah, it's a whole new journey that's like that I'm in, and you guys are gonna be seeing this journey with me. I'm gonna go in with the Quick Face Volumizing Mascara. I have really ghetto lashes, guys. Like, it's the ghetto. Like, they're on top of each other, they've curled in, whatever the case might be. They've got length, but you kind of need to fight for it. So I don't like using volumizing mascaras because I feel like it continues to clump it up. This is what the brush looks like. It's got some clumpiness, but you know, you can roll that on tissue. I don't like doing that. I do feel like it dries out my mascaras quickly, but that's just a me thing. Again, you can do that. That is called betrayal, literally. So that's what I mean when I say I don't like using volumizing mascaras, because then my lashes are all just together and just having a party pretty much. But it's okay, because you kind of just need to separate everything, and if necessary, go in with the spoolie. And just continue to brush everything through. Definitely add some lengthening too. It's just to clumpy for my lashes, but honestly I can't completely fault the mascara. I can't say whether I'm like, you know, someone who would go purchase this mascara again. I wouldn't say I would. But let's just say, what's happening? But let's just say if I had to reach out for a mascara and I was doing my makeup, would I reach out for this one? Probably. So I know that's not really a real answer for you guys, but yeah, I don't have a definitive answer yet really as to whether we like it or not. I feel like it's one of those products you kind of need to use a couple of times to really get the groove of things. You get me? And what else do I need to do? My hair, which is another trick, because where do people in Cape Town braid their hair? Okay, then I'm just gonna spray my face again. And yeah, guys, I'm just lastly gonna go ahead and use the Supreme Glow highlighter. So mine arrived in shatters and pieces, and I don't think that's how it's supposed to look, but that's how it looks. Based off that, I already kind of was not really interested in trying the product because I knew it would be just a big mess. Already made a mess in the bag that it came in. So I'm just gonna open this slowly. See, and that's what it looks like, quite shattered. And I'm gonna take this MAC 127 brush and I'm gonna just take it from, like, take the product from the lid because I'm not putting anything in there. Focus on my high points. I mean, I know some of you are like no longer in the highlighting world for whatever reason. One place where you will find me is with a highlighted face. Okay, let's close up. I just went ahead and lashed my bottom lashes. To seal the deal, we are gonna go ahead and use the Quick Face Ultra Gloss Ultra Gloss. Honey, get you this lip gloss because I need at least 3 or 4 of these. Because I keep throwing it in different bags or like in my jacket and things like that, especially this winter. I see myself using this a lot. It's very hydrating. Yes, the applicator is white, so it will get dirty, but very hydrating, very, you know, it's giving me preppy girl and I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna take what's left of this highlighter, like without opening it. I'm just taking by the lid and I'm just gonna highlight my lip like that, my upper lip like that, and this is how we look. I think it's absolutely cutie. I feel very, you know, amplified. Like I feel like it's me just with my features a lot more amplified, which is the essence of the Quick Face range. So I absolutely love that, and I hope you guys love this video. I know there was a lot of chitter chat, but we'll get into more technique videos again and the likes, because we're fully back, fully loaded, and I hope you guys are ready, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. Take care of yourselves, and yeah, thank you so much for tuning into my video. From me, a girl named D. Bye.